Okay. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How about you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Okay.
So,
Is,
mhm,
yeah,
please.
is this our first session with Clapingo, right? The first regular session?
Actually,
Okay.
I use another application which is called Camly. Maybe you have heard
Oh,
of
yes.
it.
Yes, I've heard about it.
So I have been using Camly for the last 2 years, and
Okay.
once I tried Clapingo,
Mm-hmm.
I took only a demo lesson, but I didn't subscribe.
Okay. Okay.
And then
Okay.
yeah. So this is my, you can say, second time I'm
Okay.
on. Yeah.
So, can you tell me something about yourself? Where you're from? What do you do?
Yes. So I am originally from Pakistan, but
Okay.
I live in Saudi Arabia,
Mm-hmm.
and I am a teacher over here. And it has been almost 3 years since I came to
Okay.
this country.
Mm-hmm.
In my free time, I enjoy reading books and watching movies. Yeah, that's
Okay.
all.
Great. What do you teach?
I teach English.
Okay, I can tell that. That's why I asked.
So what about you?
Great. Okay, so I'm Sonali and I am from Kolkata. I live in Kolkata, which is in the state of West Bengal
Hmm.
in India, of
Right.
course. Yeah, and I'm an engineer and I was in the IT sector, but then I quit my job and now I'm preparing for jobs in the public sector. And I'm
Mm,
also working here part time at Clapingo.
great, great. That's awesome. So how long have you been on Clappingo?
It hasn't been long. I don't think I've even taken 50 sessions. I mean, I was very busy the last 2 months and I've started taking sessions regularly just since the last 3 days. Before
Ah,
that, I just took some sessions someday, just like that, here and there, whenever I got time.
so what made you to teach on Clappingo?
So the thing is, I loved English. I've always loved English. And I think honestly, I came across videos on YouTube, clapping videos on YouTube.
Ah, okay,
That is, I think, how most of the people get to know about clapping.
right.
So yeah, I was just looking at that video, and I was seeing how the tutor was correcting the learner, and I realized, okay, I can do this. So as I thought, so I just thought, let's give it a shot, and it just worked. Everything just was, yeah, it just worked in my favor. So
Okay,
here I am, and I
that's
wanted to practice English. I was not getting enough practice of spoken English,
mhm,
so I thought this would be a good platform where I will be able to teach others, and yeah, I'll get some practice as well.
that's great. So have you ever taught in
No, I
teaching
don't have.
before?
No, no, no. I don't have a history or background of teaching.
Ah, okay, right, right,
Hmm.
right. Actually, let me tell you about my English journey.
Yes, please do.
I was very bad at English, and
Okay.
I didn't know grammar and stuff.
Okay.
So, like, I started taking English seriously after graduation,
Hmm.
and I took admission in an English language center, and from there, I
Okay.
started taking interest in it, and then I started learning it and
Okay.
stuff. So, I would like to ask you, how
Hmm.
was your journey?
Okay, I have some questions for you before that. So, was your medium of education English growing up?
Yes,
Okay, but you didn't like the subject. Is that what you're saying?
uh, it was an English medium school, but
Mm-hmm.
the problem with most of the Pakistani schools, private schools, is
Mm-hmm.
that the teachers don't usually speak English. They
Okay.
they, they actually focus on written English,
Hmm.
and they always speak Urdu in the classroom.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So we learned English only to pass the test,
I get it. I get it.
and I don't remember that in school or college I wrote any essays after thinking about it. I used to write essays after memorizing them. So,
Oh, okay. Okay.
so that was the problem, and
So
that
up to
is the
that point, he had never written any essay just by thinking about it.
yes, that's right.
Okay, okay. I think that problem is in India as well. So not too much stress is placed on actually speaking in English, is, except for some maybe Catholic schools, where
Yeah,
convent
yeah.
schools, right? I think that might be case even in, I don't know, is it in, is, okay, whatever. So yeah, okay. So you're asking about me. I was in a convent school actually, so we had to
Oh,
speak in English.
you were very fortunate.
Yes, I was. I consider myself very lucky, and I am very grateful and I'm thankful to my parents because, yeah, I was in such a school where we had no other option. We had to speak in English, and
Yeah,
our marks would be deducted and all those stuff. So it was pretty strict. Though it's not
yeah.
like we didn't speak in Hindi at all, but whenever the teacher was around, or we used to, like, speaking in Hindi would be like doing some little mischief, you know. But the
Hmm,
norm was speaking in English. So
right.
yeah, I do consider myself lucky.
That's great.
And
Uh-huh.
yes, like now I realize, especially in a country like India, and after coming here on Clapingo, that it is actually a luxury to have spoken English all your life, since
Hmm.
childhood. So
Right.
I took this always for granted. But yeah, I realized how much people struggle speaking in English and how important it is for jobs and, in the workforce and in the world in general. So yeah.
Yeah, that's right. In English is everywhere, and
Right, right.
without it, you can't do anything. And I also like it because we can communicate with like people across the world,
Right, right.
and this is
Exactly.
the most important thing for me, and
Mm-hmm.
that's wonderful. And secondly, as you said that what was that, church schools, uh,
Convent school or Catholic schools.
yes, Catholic schools. It's the same
Yeah.
in Pakistan. These schools have actually a good rapport, and students
Mm-hmm.
over there they speak very good English if
Okay.
you compare them with other private schools.
Right.
So that's wonderful. But I didn't go to that school. I was not that much lucky.
But then you have worked on yourself wonderfully. Like I wouldn't have known that you didn't know, you weren't fluent in English growing up if you
Yeah,
if you didn't tell me.
yeah, that's right. And secondly, we were not taught in that way. I used to think that English is the thing which we need to memorize only.
Okay, right. It
So
was
I,
never thought of as a language, right? It was just thought
yes,
of as a subject.
subject, that's right. So the same was the problem with me. And
Mm-hmm.
but when I took admission, and even I didn't take admission on my own. One of my friend, I still remember that it was summer vacation,
Okay.
and I didn't have anything to do. One of my friend actually asked me that why are you wasting your time? Go and take admission and just spend your time uh,
Okay.
productively. So
Okay.
when I went there, then the tenses I didn't know about tenses and active passive. It was very
Okay.
difficult for me. But
Yeah, yeah.
I think the credit goes to the teachers in that language center. They actually made it very simple, and
Okay.
they asked us to revise and practice tenses
Mm-hmm.
and this and that. So I think that was the turning point.
Right. So did that inspire you to become an English teacher as well?
To be very honest with you, I didn't have anything to do. I didn't have any idea.
Okay.
So I I started teaching as a maths teacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So at that time I was good at math and I still like maths.
Okay.
But afterwards, after just doing that course, I also started teaching English.
Okay. And somehow you like, this is a huge leap from not knowing English and learning it this late
Hmm.
to actually going to a foreign country, to another country to teach English. So
Yeah.
in Saudi, are you teaching only English or even maths?
only English, and it is also a very good experience, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
In Pakistan, I used to pronounce the words in different way, or you can say I was not giving a lot of focus or importance on pronunciation.
Okay.
So after coming here, after communicating with other people, I realized that it's very important to have a good pronunciation. So I worked on it,
Right, right.
and that's the reason I joined Cambly, to interact
Okay.
with the native speakers.
Right. So how was that experience for you?
Wonderful. uh, and now I have come to know so many words which I used to pronounce incorrectly, and
Incorrectly. Right.
even in Pakistan, people still pronounce them in the
Hmm.
same way. And
Right.
when you tell them that it's not the correct pronunciation, they actually laugh at you. They say no, it's not like that.
I know, I know, I know. And people are not so open to, being corrected as well, I think.
Hmm. Right, right.
Right. So do you teach English online as well?
I also teach English online on one platform, that's Ingo, and I teach Japanese students.
Okay, you teach Japanese students. So don't you have to know a little bit of Japanese for that as well?
No.
Okay. I think our call will get disconnected in a minute or so. Like these
Yeah.
calls, you would know, these are actually 15 plus around 3 to 4 minutes. So the call is still not
Uh,
disconnected. That is why.
okay, so it was lovely talking to you. Thank you so
Same
much.
here. Yeah. Thank you. I was not expecting a chat like this. But yeah, it was lovely.
Okay, okay. Have a nice
Okay,
day.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you.
Take
You
care.
too. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.